Let's look at the fourth, fifth, and sixth index laws. Basically, with the fourth index law, it means that if you raise an expression inside the bracket to a power, you multiply the indices. All right, so let me just demonstrate how that might work. If you've got x to the power of 4 raised to the power of 3, that's going to be 4 times 3, x to the power of 12. Now, the way that works, of course, is that when you cube something like that, you times it together 3 times like this. Okay, and using our first index rule, that would mean we'd add 4 plus 4 plus 4, and that would be 12. So it's just a shorter way of doing that. The fifth index law, when the base is a product, raise each part or every part of the product the index outside the brackets. All right, so what that means is if you've got x squared y cubed to the power of 5, you do that same multiplication that I just did to both things. So it would be x to the power of 10, y to the power of 15. So 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 5 is 15. The sixth index law is similar, but this time it's in a division situation. So if we had x to the power of 5 on y to the power of 3, all to the power of 6, so I'll just do that bracket again, raised to the power of 6, multiply the indices on top, x to the power of 5 times 6 is 30, over y to the power of 3 times 6 is 18. So there's some examples of how to use the fourth, fifth, and sixth index law. Let's now have a look at how this would work out with the question. All right, let's look at question 8. We've got 2n to the power of 4 raised to the power of 3. Now, when we've got 2n to the power of 4, sometimes what I do to make sure that I know that the 2 and the n expression is separate things is to just put a little 1 there. Okay, 2 to the power of 1, n to the power of 4. Then we use our rules, multiply the indices. There we go. So it'll be 2 to the power of 1 times 3 is 3. N to the power of 4 times 3 is 12. Now, 2 to the power of 3, we can actually make that a number. It's 2 times 2 times 2. It would be 8n to the power of 12. Question B, we've got 3a squared b to the power of 7 raised to the power of 3. Once again, I'm going to put a 1 there, 3 to the power of 1. So then I multiply the indices. 3 to the power of 1 times 3 is 3. A to the power of 2 times 3 is 6. B to the power of 7 times 3 is 21. And once again, with the 3 to the power of 3, I can make that a number. 3 times 3 times 3, 27. A to the power of 6, B to the power of 21. Question C involves that sixth law, 2x cubed over y to the power of 4 to the power of 4. Once again, I'm putting a little 1 there for 2 to the power of 1. Reminds me I have to take that separately. Multiplying indices. Once 4 is 4, 2 to the power of 4. X to the power of 3 times 4 is 12. Over 4 to the power of 4 is 16. So notice how I've multiplied each index, top or bottom, by 4. Last step here. 2 to the power of 4 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 16. X to the power of 12 over y to the power of 16. Last question here is negative 4 cubed. Okay, and sort of working this out a different way. Negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. Now, negative times negative there is going to be positive. But then if I multiply the positive by another negative, my overall answer will be negative. And then it's 4 times 4 times 4. That's going to be 64. You can use a calculator for that if you're not sure. Okay, more complicated problem here. And my last question for this video. So what we're going to do here is do the 5th and 6th index laws we discussed before. So what I'm going to do first up is I'm going to remove the brackets on the top and then remove the brackets on the bottom. So on the top, I've got a to the power of, remember there's brackets involved, 5th index law, I'm multiplying. B to the power of, 3 5s are 15. Over, now I'm going to put a little 1 there to remind me that I've got to include that as well. So 2 to the power of 1 times 2 is 2. A to the power of 2 times 2 is 4. And because the B is by itself, it's got a little 1 there that we don't put in. But I'm putting it in now. So B to the power of 1 times 2 is B squared. Okay. Just going to tidy that up because I've now got A to the power of 10, B to the power of 15, over 2. Oh, sorry, not 2. Beg your pardon. 2 squared, which is 4. A to the power of 4, B to the power of 2. Now, for the last step, I've only got one number involved here. The rest are indices. So that 4 there, okay, I'm just going to pop there. I've got A to the power of 10 divided by A to the power of 4. That's going to give me 10 minus 4 is 6. A to the power of 6. B to the power of 15 minus 2 is 13. So A to the power of 6, B to the power of 13 over 4. And that would be, the answer there would be A out of those multiple choice questions. There we go. There's some more index problems, or indices problems. I hope that is of benefit. Thank you.